Yeah, family. Yeah, wait, you catch me, man. Greetings in the name of His and Her Imperial Majesty Emperor Haile Selassie the First, Empress Rosea Menin. Yes, family. One perfect balance. Greetings and welcome to another edition of Politically Incorrect, where we get it correct. Y'all already know how we do. If you're not correct, feel free to inbox, make a phone call, email, WhatsApp, whatever, and let me know, and we're gonna set the record straight. We deal with being accurate, and we ain't got no problem being corrected. It's all good. Welcome again to this magnificent Monday. We're gonna have some fun tonight, man, because I got some questions, just some questions, man, just some questions. And I hope that y'all can help me answer these questions, man. The question I post, whatever happened to coronavirus is what I want to know. You know what I mean? That's the first question. Whatever happened to coronavirus? Whatever happened to coronavirus, man? Like, what happened to it? What is it they didn't tell us? Where did it go? And what's up with the vaccine? Yeah, I saying it live. I ain't care if you report this one tonight. I ain't gonna share the information. So if you know somebody who took the vaccine, if you know somebody who think about taking the vaccine, if you have only got a one or two or three or four or five boosters already, I don't even know what number it is. I think it's about the sixth booster. If you at that point and you need to know some stuff, I have some information I'm going to share tonight. You need to write this down. You need to share this. You need to download this. Go do some research on this. Go tell a friend. This is too important to miss. And this is especially important for my Caribbean people, especially my Caribbean, because the governments in the Caribbean, the healthcare providers in the Caribbean, there's a lot of information, let me put it that way, that's available. You have the world at your fingertips. If you don't get a chance to do it, we do the research, we bring the information to you, and I'll point you in all the directions where I get this information. Go feel free to check it out yourself. Point blank. Don't even hesitate. Go check it out for yourself. So tonight is one of the nights where you're going to need a pen for sure, for sure. Give me a sound check, family. Let me know if you can hear me loud and clear. And if you're coming on and you're here for the first time or you're here, let me know where you coming from, man. Let me know where you viewing at. Let me know what part of the region you at, because I'm realizing some things slowly but surely regarding this whole program, man. If I thought it was a joke, it ain't a joke no more. Not a joke at all. I see you. I see you. Okay, got you covered. I got you covered too. All right, getting messages all now. I can't stop to share everything, so please, if you're capable, press like, subscribe, click on all the notification bells, so when we come on and be sharing these videos and be sharing these lives, you get notified. So you ain't got to be messaging me now, telling me to send you a link. I would love to stop to do that, but if I stop to do that, I put people on standby. You see, see what I'm telling you. It got me listening to me. So here we're going on, family. Like the page, subscribe, tell a friend to tell a friend. Shout out to the family up at the airport. I ain't calling your name, but you know who you are. Give thanks, give thanks, give thanks. You know what I mean? And big shout out, big respect to the family. So having said that, family, buckle your seatbelt. We taxiing. Give me a sound check, though. Give me some likes, some hearts. Let me know you can hear me loud and clear. Yes, I see it. Yeah, as a matter of fact, let me check the list real quick. I see who here now. Come on, we live in love always, man. Always, always. Always. Maria, I see you. North, you know what time it is. Sonia, I see you too. And Crispian, greetings, blessed love to you too, family. Daffodil, I ain't gonna tell you. Yeah, you need to make that connection because I can't seem to get it done. The calls ain't being answered. But nevertheless, loud and clear. Sonia, I see you. I see you. Andrea, give thanks, give thanks, give thanks. Family in Dominica. Yeah, Dominica in the building. Dominique in the building. Go tell a friend, family. I have some stuff to share tonight. You do not want to miss this. You do not want to miss this. I can't echo that enough times. I can't. So tell a friend to tell a friend. Shout out to those watching on my personal page, on the YouTube page, and also on the Facebook Politically Incorrect page. Brother told me last week he could not find the program. He had to go on my personal page and view it there for the first time. He didn't even know I used to have it on that page. Sometimes I get to post it. I don't always get to post it. But like I said, you got to like the page, subscribe, and click on the notification bell and click all. If you don't do that, trust when I tell you, sometimes you post some stuff, you ain't going to see it at all. So you got to subscribe. You got to subscribe. You got to like it. And you got to push that. All right. So that's the end of that right there. A little commercial break, in-house business. Make sure you tell a friend to tell a friend. And that's what's going on. So having said that, let me jump right into it tonight because I got to share this, man. Y'all ain't going to believe what I found, and part of it is old, but I'm tying it to what's going on that's new. So you give you a little history behind it. But if you know somebody who took that injection, if you know somebody, you know the youths or the children, you got to watch this tonight. And a lot of this information is already out there. It's been out there for weeks, been out there for months on YouTube. So I don't have no problem echoing some of the information and sharing it with you because what are they going to do? I mean, they're already out there and it's not a secret. And I'm not speaking against, I'm not breaking any COVID protocols. I'm not sharing any disinformation, nothing. I'm just putting out the information that's already out there. Facts. So having said that, let me drop a little tune so I could go tell a friend and tell a friend. And you too, go tell a friend and tell a friend. It's very important that you do that part. I'm doing my part. Do your part. Take a minute. You ain't going to miss a thing. I ain't going to say nothing in between. Somebody said that they don't like taking a break because they think I'd be saying stuff that they going to miss. You ain't going to miss nothing. Go tell a friend and tell a friend. That's what I'm telling you. Go tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend. That's what's up. That's what's up. Having said that, which one are you going to put on, man? I got some. I guess I could do this one here, man. I guess I could do this one, man. I'm going to do this one. I'm going to do this one. I'm going to share this one. I got another one I want to share afterwards. I'll do that later on in the program. So let's put this in, man. We put this in. We put this for the top, though, family. This for the top, man. This for the top. This for the energy, family. Go tell a friend and tell a friend. Go tell a friend and tell a friend, man. Go tell a friend and tell a friend. Matter of fact, tell a friend to tell a friend. Tell a friend to tell a friend.
Fire Wayne and the Fire Warriors.
Fire Warrior time. Real farmer man. Come listen. Plant. Okay, what is plant? Something.
Religious war, I don't fear no spell. Why so many people that race just to go hell? The righteous must the freedom to feed dwell in a no cell. Wicked ones turn like schools in a brothel. More make for food and make for chop. Why some are going like that, make for lap. Them same one set the trap. Them a plot to make me drop. Them well one neck for pop. I'm ready to stop to get the cash. Good boy, yeah, we a girl to them.
Tell a friend and tell a friend, family.
Love is a black crown, I with motivation.
Yes.
Enough wrongs, that's definitely Satan.
Fire.
Let's stop your cars, no for them a pagan. Me know the realist, and me know the carbon.
Yes.
Call them out organ. Some of us style like the one Henry Morgan. Me never come around for join no wagon. Neither the eagle or the bear or the jack.
Now join your wagon.
I feel like giving up.
No time, no time.
Never.
I'm moving forward. There's
Go to the whole Barbados,
my
man.
head say
Every corner, every crack, every cranny.
alright,
All the ghetto youths, man.
prove the love is right.
All the suburban people.
Prove the hate is wrong.
All the middle class.
Be strong, be strong, be
All
strong,
the upper class.
be strong.
Move, we
One Barbados, we dealing with family.
I don't you ever give it up. Make sure you
Done with the divide and rule,
live
family.
life is worth the living.
Done with the divide and rule.
Look here if you're religious. Just don't be ridiculous.
Just don't be ridiculous, man.
Thanks of giving. So open your eyes.
On order, family. Cha. Hold on, that's what I put it again. Wait. Gotta put it again there. Let it go. Let it go. Let it go.
Fire Wayne and the Fire Warriors.
Let it go, man. I see you, Natasha. Well, in Africa, we're stolen no more, man. You're lost, but now you found, man. Blind, but now you see.
Religious war, I don't fear no spell. Why so many people that race just to go hell? The righteous must the freedom to feed dwell in a no cell. Wicked ones turn like schools in a brothel. More make for food and make for chop. Why some are going like that, make for lap. Them same one set the trap. Them a plot to make me drop. Them well one neck for pop. I'm ready to stop to get the cash. Good boy, yeah, we a girl clothes and say them a sex the rock.
Love is a black crown, I with motivation.
Yes.
Men of wrongs, that's definitely Satan.
Teach it.
Let's stop your cars, no for them a pagan. Me know the realist, and me know the carbon. Call them out organ. Some of us style
style, man.
Never feel like giving up.
Never give up.
Going down.
Never give up, family.
Forward.
Never give up, family.
Voice in my
Moving forward, man. One Barbados, man. One Caribbean, man. Big up the whole Caribbean, man.
prove the love is right.
Prove it, prove it.
Prove the hate is wrong.
Prove it, prove it.
Strong is strong.
Be strong, family. Be strong,
Strong
family.
is strong.
Just be strong, family.
Alright then, I don't you ever give it up. Make sure you live it up.
That's right.
Cause life is worth the living. Every time, me not care if you're religious.
That's right,
Just
man.
don't be ridiculous. Give thanks for the thanks of giving.
That's right.
So open your
Open your eyes,
eyes.
family.
Here come the youth.
You've got to face it. There's always a way. If there's a will.
Always a way if there's a way.
You're right now.
All of the youth quiet to
Yes, family. Yes, give thanks and prayers, family. You must prove it, man. Prove it all day, every day. All day, every day is what we're dealing with, family. So much going on in the world right now. Not even funny, man. Like I tell you, you're gonna need a pen and paper tonight for sure. Go get it. Go get your pen, get your paper, get your tablet, whatever. Screenshot this thing. This is what's going on. This is what's happening. I'm telling you right now. So let me just jump right into it. So the question is, whatever happened to coronavirus? Remember this thing first started, you were told that you had to, stay indoors, lock inside. If you don't lock inside, the thing gonna get you. And if it don't get you, it's gonna, all kind of drama, all kind of things it was telling you, man. If you go out, you can spread it, people will die. Stay home, protect the NHS and save lives. Remember all this sanitize and all this stuff, masks, all this stuff. Look, the worst part was the lockdowns, though. I mean, you had you locked inside the house for weeks, for months, all kind of stuff, and that was just crazy. So what happened to Corona? Because when you go outside now, you look around, you see tourists all about the place, up and down, no mask, nothing. People back at work, ain't nobody locked down, ain't no distancing, ain't no none of these such. It's like nothing ever happened. So it makes you wonder, wait, Corona on vacation? It disappeared? Like, what happened to it? Like, I'm only asking a question. I'm not making no statements, no claims. I'm asking the question, what happened to it? Where did it go? Because if we could function now like this, then what's the difference between now and a year ago, 2 years ago, or even 3 years ago? But don't forget, this started in 2019, family. You know what I'm saying? It's 2022. I know it may not seem that way, but it's been 3 years, man. 3 years. 3 years. 3 whole years. So what happened to coronavirus is what you want to know. Where did it go? Where did it go? Can somebody tell me where it went? Because here's a few things you got to pay attention to with regards to this thing. During this whole 3 years, a number of things happened. Like I said, a number of things happened. We were told all kind of stuff about hospitalization, death, and people in America having, they had all kind of news. They show you a lot of pictures on it. They show you a lot of pictures on the news that left an emotional and had an emotional impact on people and people decision making. Notice the way I'm speaking. So having said all of that, all these things happen. People were told to go and get their different, boosters and whatnot, all this kind of stuff. And a lot of folks went and did that. And, you had to get these passports and IDs and this kind of thing to test and prove. You go to the airport, scan this, download this, all this kind of digital stuff. Then you heard about the digital ID. Now, you would think that there's a correlation between the two because it kind of happened that way, because without being told, the COVID vaccine passports was just that. It was an ID. Identify you as being someone who had taken the required amount of jabs at that point in time. It clearly identified who you were. And whereas though some people had it and they were allowed to go some places, well, those who didn't have it wasn't allowed to do that. In the Bible, there's a verse in Revelation 13, verse 6. Revelation 13, 6. No, I think Revelation 13, 16. Yeah. That's what it is. There you go. Revelation 13, 6. It says, and what does it mean? Let's close this real quick. It said, and he causes all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their forehead, and that no man might buy or sell, save that he had the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. Now, I ain't getting religious tonight. I ain't preaching. I just saying, isn't it interesting that the Bible talks about this particular mark, that if you have it, you good. If you don't have it, you can't do a number of things, including buy and sell. That might apply to everything like food, medication, gas, pay utility bills, your light, your water, your essential things you need to survive. So what is the correlation? Because you were asking what about having the coronavirus. Now you're talking about the digital ID. Well, let's connect the dots. During the whole pandemic, what are some of the things you noticed? You noticed that there was this discussion about the virus being spread on money and stuff. So they needed to get this thing going where you got to swipe your card, who had cards, non-contact, certain things like this was the conversation. Then Barbados came up with this thing where we want to roll out this digital ID. Now, although they said, no, it's just like your regular ID, no problem at all. There's some features on it, yes, but if you don't want it, you don't have to get it. Don't even worry about it. Just bring your birth certificate. We will take it. Bring your old one, and we'll turn it in. And we're going to issue you a brand new digital ID. No problem. But what is it they're not telling you? Because they launched in this on the heels of the first pandemic. Now, this thing with the digital ID, it has the ability to track and do everything on it because it's going to be connected to some kind of the central bank digital currency. And that's another conversation that Barbados started having recently. And the reason why they're having this conversation, because of course they plan to go that route, because right now I seen a video this week where people coming out and waving this thing in the bus, and they could get on the bus and they don't have to pay because the money is being deducted off the value of that which has been placed on the ID card. So it has the potential to be used as a means to purchase things. During the COVID lockdown, don't forget, you went shopping. There are certain days you can go shopping, and there were some days you were supposed to stay home. So even if you were supposed to go to a market a day that you're supposed to be home, the card is a smart card. So it knows that so you go down by a local supermarket, tell yourself you can pick up a container of milk, a stick of butter, a container of milk. What is it? A loaf of bread, a container of milk, and a stick of butter. That's an inside joke for those who know what you're talking about. A loaf of bread, a container of milk, and a stick of butter. And you get on the road now, you go and swipe your card, and it's you think, wait, what happened? You swipe again, and you tell yourself it's something wrong. You tap this card. Guess to find out that the card ain't valid because it is not your time. It's not your day. You can't buy nothing today. Your purchasing power have been revoked for the day. So the same way they have the ability to give you permission to do stuff, the card also have permission to stop you. There's even talk about connecting the card with your driver's license. Now understand what they're telling you, family. If you merge all these things into one card, your driver's license, your passport, your central bank digital currency, it's where this is going. No matter all that new notes they have, that's the deal with money laundering and other stuff. That's another conversation. All that old money, that stash, go get washed before that one become so much in circulation that one is no longer valid. So, bro, you're joking boards, family. Laundry time, man. But anyhow, that's not my business. I ain't got nothing to wash. Nevertheless, the point I want to make is this, though. Where did coronavirus go? Because everybody functioning right now like nothing happened. And all the talk is this digital ID. Is there a relationship between the two? Yes, because folks were standing to gain money all along and never told us. And this thing with the digital ID is already in plan, has been a plan. All this stuff was way ahead of the time. And I'm going to show you some documents tonight that will bring you up to speed on that. But before I get into that, let me go ahead and show you some other stuff first. I think it's best to start with the oldest one and then come forward rather than do it the other way. Yeah, I'm gonna do it that way. Let me go with the oldest one first. No, I think it would best to go with this one. Let me go to this one. Share this one instead. Let me just change screens here real quick. I want to play this clip real quick. This is about 2 months ago. And this is a press conference after the Pfizer CEO, Albert Bourla, refused to answer questions for the European Parliament. He refused to answer questions. It wasn't an inquisition where he could be charged or nothing, just some questions, and he refused to answer them. Some of y'all would have seen this video going around, but there's some parts I want to focus on exclusively and set the foundation for where this is going. Check this out, family. I want you to check this out. And this is, I mean, like I said, go get your pen and paper, family. I'm going to give you the links to all this stuff, and I'm going to put them in the comments right next here. You know, go check this out, family. Let me just go switch this here. Listen really carefully.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. What was Pfizer got to hide? This is a question that we are all asking after we found out that the CEO of Pfizer, Albert Bourla, pulled out. The interesting thing is, a few weeks ago, the CEO of Moderna, we were criticizing these pharma companies, for being or for lacking transparency. But at least the CEO of Moderna had the courage, I would say, to come and answer questions. Yeah, he did not answer all the questions that we asked, but at least he was present here and was faced with all these questions that all of my colleagues asked. So obviously, when we found out that the CEO of Pfizer decided not to come and answer questions, this is not an inquiry committee. So he was not bound by law to come, and, he was not on record, he was not facing any criminal punishments in case he's lying in front of this committee. But even in that case, he refused to come and answer some concrete and specific questions. Questions that I think all of us and all of you have. And the first question is, what exactly in these contracts? What are they hiding exactly? I mean, in the previous press conferences, I showed you some of the pages, from these contracts. This is how they were disclosed to us and to the public and to the press. Obviously, after some of us and some of the brave journalists asked, what are the contracts signed between the European Commission and these pharmaceutical companies? So this is how they disclose the contracts. Over 100 pages. Every contract with Pfizer, with Moderna, tens of pages of those contracts were blacked out. So yesterday when we asked, I was the one asking, and some of my colleagues asked, when are they going to fully release these contracts? The representative of Pfizer, who was sent to replace the CEO of Pfizer, said that they can't fully disclose these contracts because they have some commercial secrets over there, and they have to protect their interests. Now I'm asking you, what about the interests of our people? What about the interests of the Europeans whose money was spent?
What about the interests of the Caribbean people? That's what I want to know. Because to my knowledge, we were given donations, although there's a contract between a certain M&M and another M&M and missing M&M, and nobody know what happened to the M and M's. You know what I mean? So I don't know if we actually bought any of these particular, or we actually have a contract with Pfizer or Moderna. But I do know that a lot of them apparently was donated from different organizations and different countries. We're yet to see the paperwork on these things. But what I want to show you though is this. The man say, you see the redact. Okay. What about the people? They ain't telling you, they cover up so much. They ain't telling you certain things. This is the corona. Check this out, family. Let me go to the next one real quick, because this is going to be hot tonight. I can't even skim through it. I'm going to hit one, hit the other, hit the other. So here we go again, family. Let me go to this one now here, man. Let me just go right to this one here, man. Let me just go right to this here, man. One time. We ain't even playing around.
Thank you very much, Mr. Kolasevich.
Listen to this, family.
Poštovane kolege, dear colleagues, we need to protect the EU budget. In order to do that, I hereby call on all of you to cancel our contract for the COVID vaccine worth 71 billion euro.
Cancel.
That contract
Cancel.
is currently under criminal investigation of the European Public Prosecutor's Office.
Wait, hold on. What he just wait, hold, let me back this shit. What the fuck? Yeah, what he just said?
Currently under criminal investigation of the European Public Prosecutor's Office.
Wait,
Is currently under criminal investigation of the European Public Prosecutor's Office.
oh,
And believe it or not, the European Commission ordered 4.6 billion doses for less than 450 million inhabitants of the EU. Look at the pages, and those are only few. There are tens and tens of pages that look exactly the same, taken from the contract worth 71 billion euros. This is not unimportant. Those pages, which we cannot see, speak about the quality of the vaccine, of the responsibility of the manufacturer, and the recall of the vaccine. We definitely have to cancel this.
yo, wait. I put the link up there for y'all. You can check that out. You can research it. Go look for the whole European Union conversation, the whole video. Go watch it yourself. See for yourself. These folks overseas are doing something completely different than what's happening in the Caribbean. I don't hear our leaders talking this language. As a matter of fact, I hear them talking the complete opposite. The complete opposite. So they on the criminal investigation regarding these things here, regarding the purchase and the sale and whatnot. They offer, look, man, all I'm saying, family, is that somebody need to pay closer attention to what's going on. Whatever happened to coronavirus? Because ain't nobody talking about coronavirus right now. Everybody talking about the Pfizer, the contracts, and the money. Investigations and the money. That's the conversation, because apparently Pfizer admit they never did certain studies. But wait, family, there's more. There is more. Let me go one step further. Just one step further. As if it couldn't possibly get any worse. You think? Let me go to this one, man. Let me do this one. Let me do this one. Because this one is, let me do this one too. Let's do this one. Let me just go to this one instead. Let me just go to this one first. You can't make this stuff up, family. You cannot make this stuff up. I'm going to put all these links in the comments. Please click on it, check on it. I probably should add them to the description. Maybe I'll do that afterwards. I got to start getting that as well, but who knows? Time will tell. But listen to this one as well, family.
Answer from EMA, which is showing for every vaccine the kind of tests that were done. So in the case of Moderna, for example, you provided data showing that you tested these vaccines since 2017, 2018, 2019.
Hold on a minute. They tested for corona from 2017, 2018, and 2019. They tested. Okay, y'all listen to it. Tell me what y'all think about this.
So how were you able to test these vaccines back then when we found out about this virus in December of 2019? Second question, the contracts. You mentioned here that there are some secrets or some confidential information in these contracts that should protect your interests. Now, the question that I address to you, what about the interests of us and the interests of the European citizens? Because this is how some of the pages from the contract between Moderna and the European Commission is showing. So I'm asking you, do you think this is fair to all of us? To talk about these vaccines, to talk about boosters, to talk about medical products, when we don't know the clauses of these contracts. So the direct question to you, Mr. Bancel, is when are you going to fully publish the contracts that you had both with the European Commission and with the member states of the European Union? Another question, the issue of liabilities. You were asked by our colleague here about the liabilities and you avoided to answer this question. So my question to you is, why are you pushing the liabilities on the states and on the people who receive these vaccines and might have, and I say might have, adverse effects while you get all the profits? Nevertheless, the bivalent boosters, this is the last question.
Yeah, but
You just stated here that these boosters were requested by the US government
who also approved the boosters without trials on humans. So I'm asking you, do you think this is fair? Do you think we can go and ask the European citizens to be vaccinated with some medical products that were not properly tested or not at all tested in humans? Thank you.
Mr. Terrace, next time I'll deduct 40 seconds from your speaking time.
This is an important issue. With all due respect, it's an important issue, and the reason why they are here is to answer questions.
Yeah.
And I see that they are all avoiding answering concrete questions from my colleagues.
Yeah, but it's also respectful for your
Well,
colleagues.
they have to be.
She talk about protocols and policies. My man said, listen, I hear you for all that. They come here to answer questions and they all avoiding answer questions. I mean, why is it the Caribbean can't hold these people accountable in the same fashion? Why we can't invite them here and have them answer some questions? Because clearly there's a... In the newspaper a few days ago, you found that there was a hearing and regarding another Montley that had demise. And again, you know, I'm sorry for the family, man, but the reality is they put this in the media by putting him on the trial, and they brought in the doctors and the specialists. And one of the doctors came and said, look, man, I've been doing this for a while. I medical, whatever the case is. I found this, and this is what I found, and this is what I felt, and this is what was in relation to the findings I made. And quick, so a week passed, and you hear now a coroner report, or coroner, whoever that individual is, the coroner, is saying that that doctor need to, no, sorry, they said they need to strike that from the record. I think if I read that correctly, they want to strike it from the record as if he never said it. They never said what he said wasn't truthful. They said that they wanted to strike it from the record. Don't that sound like they're trying to silence the doctor though? Like they're trying to look, my man doing so nothing, try and keep quiet. Listen, y'all did not hear that. Listen, pretend y'all didn't hear that. He didn't say that, but he said it. It's already out. Something ain't right, family. I don't care what nobody tell me. Something ain't right. Something is not right. Something is definitely not right. But wait, you think that's all? I have another clip for you to play. I'm going to put this one up. I'm going to put the full one up. The full one, I don't know if I could play that one, but I'm going to give you the link to go and listen to it yourself, to what this MP is saying. And the help, look, let me just go to it. I ain't even playing wrong. Let me just go to this here, man. Y'all think I give it tonight? Look, man, y'all gonna learn today. Check this out, man.
Madam Deputy Speaker, it's also been brought to my attention by a whistleblower from a very reliable source that one of these institutions is covering up clear data that reveals the mRNA vaccine increases inflammation of the heart arteries. They are covering this up in fear that they may lose funding from the pharmaceutical industry. The lead of that cardiology research department has a prominent leadership role with the British Heart Foundation. And I'm very disappointed to say that he has sent out non-disclosure agreements to his research team to ensure that this important data never sees the light of day. This, Madam Deputy Speaker, is an absolute disgrace.
Absolute disgrace. Imagine this thing. Look, people know what's going on, family. Some folks are going to, look, heads going to roll just now. I'm telling you, because if it was only me, you know, in the Caribbean, in my basement with my tinfoil hat, because most people think I probably have a tinfoil hat, which I don't have a tinfoil hat. Oh, man, I got tinfoil all around me, wrapped up in tinfoil. Anyhow, not enough jokes. The point I want to make, though, family, we could make light of this all we like. Heads about to roll. I'm saying to you, I know people personally who took this thing that had complications. I know people personally that admit that will be on here just now to talk about their experiences. So whether you like it or not, this is a reality we are living with. So all the talk about coronavirus, and yes, I'm saying it boldly, all the talk about coronavirus, where did coronavirus go? Because everything they told us in the last 2 years or so, you look around now, you ain't seeing, I mean, nothing. You don't even hear nothing anymore. It used to be on the news all the time, the paper, these bulletins and different press conferences, updates. Where is the beloved Dr. Corey? What his name was? Corey, Google Boss, man. I call him Google Boss because I felt he was just Googling the answers, because I mean, that was my 2 cents. We ain't even going to talk about Kenneth or the others, man. Real thing. Real thing. Look, let me put this one. Let me put the link up for this full one here. Look, I gonna give you the link to this. This is a site I came across recently, real quick. Let me not even. Let me just share the link. Let me just share the link. It's called Odyssey. It's a site called Odyssey. It's Web3 kind of technology. So I ain't gonna put this up because I'm not sure how you two feel about it. There's a full speech, there's a partial speech. I'll give you the part and I'll give you the full. So I'll give you the part that he's talking about some other details. This is in Parliament, family, and this might clash with some of the YouTube or Facebook community policies, whatever that's supposed to be. Although it might not, they might still, somebody may liable to report me because I know how this thing go. But the link is in the comment right there. I just posted it. Feel free. As a matter of fact, let me just put that right so you can see it. Feel free to go look this up. Go look this up. The MP calls, I'm telling you, he calls for complete suspension of the mRNA jabs. He calls for it and he outlined why. Clear as day. So go check that out. And while you're checking that out, like I said, there's the entire presentation that he did while he was there. You can find that link there as well. Just matter looking it up. I'm sure you'll find it. It's not hard to find. But go check that out, family. I mean, again, a lot of people are talking about this stuff. A lot of people are seeing what's going on, know what's going on, and tell themselves, you know what? Enough is enough. Enough is enough. Let me just pause it there real quick. Let me just pause it there real quick. Yeah, there you go. Go check this out, family. Just go check it out. Go check this out. Go and check it out. It's a must. It's a must. It's a must. If you on YouTube, check that out. You on Facebook, check it out. Whether you're on my personal page, the Politically Incorrect Facebook page, or the YouTube page, go check this out. Go check this out. You're not even gonna believe half the stuff this guy just revealed. Totally. Go check that out. So why are we discussing digital IDs along with the COVID or the missing, or well, the question as to what happened to coronavirus? So we've been watching this thing for a while, and the truth and the fact is, a lot of talk is about coming out about this, this whole pandemic situation and people and places and funerals and jobs. And right now, there's some folks behind the scene planning for different things. And those plans don't necessarily include, what should I say, the well-being of us here in the Caribbean. We've been importing nurses because we claim that there's a shortage in nurses. Well, let me just say this, family. All that has happened throughout this corona experience is that it have shown up all the holes within the framework, the holes in the framework that was keeping it together. Even Canada right now is having issues with their healthcare system. As a matter of fact, they said about 2 or 3 months ago, 3-4 months ago, they are actually claiming that Canada healthcare system may very well collapse because they don't have enough people to sustain it the way it is and the way it's going. And that has nothing to do with Corona directly. Corona might have highlighted a lot of these issues that was going on for a while. Guess what? Here in Barbados too, ain't no different. When you go to QEH, accident, emergency, you liable to wait for a whole 24 hours before you actually get any assistance. And that's the worst part. And don't call an ambulance on a weekend, especially. Don't even do it. I'm not even going to speak about what happened this weekend, but I mean, it, family, look, man, you got to start eating healthier, start looking out for each other, start becoming more holistically involved in our communities in terms of the approach from helping the elderly or the young people, because we can't depend on the people who say that we could depend on them as far as the system go, because clearly their hands are full. Their hands are full. They can't. So while it all is failing directly, and I see the sister mentioned it, yeah, they're pushing the AI agenda. The fact is, family, there are people that got plans for the region, for the world, and believe you me, it has nothing to do with you personally. So let me give you another link real quick. let me go ahead and share this here. Let me just share this real quick. I want y'all to go look at this thing. I don't even want to get into it too much, but make notes of this right here. You see this thing right here? Maybe I can copy the link. Let me see if I can copy this link and post it. Yeah, maybe I can copy it and post it. This right here is Digital Strategy for 2022 to 2025, and it's published by the UNDP. Let me tell y'all something, family. I'll put you on the game real quick. Y'all need to go read this and see what digital strategy, what could they possibly mean by digital strategy? What could they possibly mean? Don't forget, there's talk about the central bank digital currency. Now, why does the central bank want a digital currency? I mean, you got a few on the market. Everybody know Bitcoin and a couple others. The point I want to make is the central bank want to get involved in this digital currency. Why? They got to convince people, first of all, to buy into it. And that's where the problem is probably going to come. People buying into it is where the problem going to come. And guess who's pushing for digital currency? Guess who? The World Bank, the IMF. So all this money we borrowing. And they plans to push digital currency. And ironically, Barbados keep getting all these loans. And now we have the digital ID, which will be connected to digital currency. It's just a no-brainer. Here we have, coincidentally, a report by the UNDP talking about digital strategy between not even a long period of time, 2022 to 2025. The ironic thing is that on page 19, COVID-19, on page 19, they even give you a look, man, like you can't make this stuff up. You know, the pathway, right? They actually break down how this thing is going to work. They break it right down in terms of partners, you know, almost like the middle people and the people who are going to roll this out on the ground. This is already a plan laid out, clear. If you listen to the Barbados government, well, the government in Barbados, rephrase that, or the people, the administrators who claim to be the government, when they're talking about data and collecting data, we need to understand that this digital ID is a collection of data. It's all your data in one place. All of your data in one place. Whether you have the vax, how many boosters you have, what's your social security, what's your ID, what's your medical record, what's your financial institution records, what is your driver's license status, what is your travel passport status, all this information in one place. I got a question, just real quick. Like the information regarding children, who going to store this information? Do you think the government of Barbados have developed a facility to manage this? No, this is going to be based on a contract with a private company. Now in Barbados, we don't even know if that's going to be a local company, a regional company, an international company. We don't even know. And you're giving up all your information to these people, assuming that they're going to keep you safe and safeguard you. Look, the FBI just got hacked a couple of weeks ago. Just for the record, the FBI. Now, to hack a bank might be risky. You know, you're risking things. You hack, Kaipo got hacked the other day. QEH got hacked a couple of days ago. Banks stay getting hacked across Barbados. And we want to give all our personal detailed information over to the government to then subcontract with some private entity that we probably would never know who they are to store this information. Whatever happened to the information for the children, the data? Where is that being stored and who is storing it? Look, man. Anyhow, family, let me put this link right here, right? Like I told you, the link right there. I posted the link. Just know the link is up. Download this stuff. Copy this stuff. Go check this stuff out. Check this stuff out. You got to check this stuff out. You can't make this stuff up. No way, no how. They outlining the plan to digitalize all countries by 2030, I think is what it is. And if you fail to comply, you know, if you decide that you tell yourself, you know what, use a bar John and you ain't going that route because, you know, you built like that. Well, let me put it this way. If you tell yourself that you can risk that and nothing will happen to you, well, Let me show you what the possibility. Let me give you another link to go and look at. Let me give you another link to go and look at. That's why we got to pay attention to what's going on globally. Pay attention to what's going on globally, because the Emirates were just placed on a gray list. Now, why is that significant? Well, believe it or not, the Emirates are one of the places that tell itself, nah, we ain't with that though. We ain't supporting that initiative at all. And the funny thing is, the Financial Action Task Force, which is FATA, FATFA, or however you pronounce it, the Financial Action Task Force, FATF, is also one of those other organizations that's pushing for digital currency. The Emirates said they ain't looking at it. So guess what? All of a sudden now, they get put from early this year on a list. Pakistan was on it too, but they haven't talked, so they done release Pakistan. So in other words, if you ain't playing the game to suit, well, you ain't playing. You ain't doing what we tell you to do. All right, we got something for you. So, we got to realize, fam, that this thing gone to another level, a whole another level. And so, I mean, right now, Europe, I don't know. It is clear that the European Parliament and the people in the position of Parliament is starting to question a lot of stuff that happened, question a lot of the different decisions that were made. I'm looking into this stuff very seriously. She said we don't have that in the Caribbean. It's a serious situation we're dealing with, family. Your data needs to be protected at all costs. And the best part is that this thing with the digital ID cards will probably fail. And let me tell you how it will fail. See, they need majority of the people to buy into it in order to make it successful. So they're going to try to manipulate you with the information and numbers. But the truth and the proof is in the pudding. Because I know a lot of people are not doing that. This ID thing, not going for it. Because they understand that, like my family say, data is the new goal. Data is the new goal. Why would you give all that information over to the government? The government is not, they're not responsible for it. The question is, who or what private company are they going to partner with to save this information? And you can imagine the price they're going to charge for that in order to secure your data or the data for your country, in order to secure it securely. You know, it's all money they will have to pay. Come on, man. And what if it gets hacked? All your data is released. All. Will they compensate you? Are they telling you this when you sign over your birth certificate for your new ID, which is just re-enslaving yourself into cooperation? That's all it really is. It's time to reclaim one's status. It's time to fix your status. It's time to do a number of things, but nothing before it's time. Right now, the people need the knowledge on how to liberate themselves from enslavement. We ain't even dealing with emancipation. We're dealing with liberation. We don't want emancipation. We want liberation, man. Facts. Facts. Oh, man. Oh, man. Slaves are not allowed to question. Wow. Listen, family. Jacqueline said you can't trust these people. They say you will be happy and you will own nothing. Facts. This is the direction they're going in. Someone say lost the championship belt. Now we hear people saying this is the flu season. Oh man, this is crazy. You cannot make this stuff up, family. You cannot make this stuff up, family. I'm telling you, man. The man said we need this. Look, they on criminal investigation. They need to stop the contract now. I mean, the links there. Go check it for yourself. Do your research, family. Go tell a friend. Like I tell you already, don't play with this thing, man. This thing happening. It happening fast. Happening fast, man. Happening fast. We got to do what we got to do to protect the children going forward, because y'all already know, man. This thing with the digital ID, it is obvious where they're going with this thing. So we know. So then the next conversation we have to have is how to protect yourself from this great reset. Don't forget, these people talk about this reset. They got plans for it. And all this digital ID, this is what's coming next. But they really can't put up the ID without having the circumstances that require the ID. For example, don't forget during the last lockdown, a couple other things that there were certain restrictions placed on you. So now, if they make it where if you don't have that, you can't get certain services, that's how they manipulate you to go get it, because they create a situation where you almost have no choice but to get it. But there are ways around that. And these are things we need to start talking about. These things we need to start looking at to discuss how we go and rescue ourselves from the madness that's clearly on the horizon. Clearly, this is not what is to come. This is here, and it's here to affect the people. So we gotta do what we gotta do, man. You know what I'm saying? We gotta do what we gotta do. Full stop, man. A real thing. Wait, that's Phil. Phil, I see you, Phil. Shalom, shalom, my brother. Welcome to the Politically Incorrect on this magnificent moon day, Monday. Hint, hint. You know what I mean? Mainstream media cannot hide anymore. We don't need mainstream anymore, man. We right here. I gave y'all a lot of links tonight. Go check these links out. Go and check the links out, especially the last two that I posted. Go check them out. Go check this out, especially this website, Odyssey.com. This is Web3 level stuff, different conversation altogether. I'm probably going to get a page there eventually because there's not much censorship going on Web3 at this moment. As a matter of fact, you kind of own your data. Whereas Web 2, like YouTube, somebody controls YouTube. So if I don't behave on YouTube, that person, like the digital ID, can say yes, or they go and push a button and shut everything I've ever done off, and there's nothing I could do. I have no control. Whereas Web 3, you have control over your information completely, 100. So that's the future, family. So all these things are happening. We got to find ways to manage it and work it to our advantage, because as much as they try to close the gates, there are systems and intelligence behind the scene trying to open new gates to give us the opportunity to do what we came here to do. And that's the amazing part, because as much as there's a fight on a spiritual level, as much as there's a fight on a physical level, in the world of artificial intelligence, there are artificial beings who are fighting on our behalf as well. Now, that sounds crazy. But who knows? No. Because keep in mind that we are operating from a dimension that is a density that's relative to our physiology. You know what I mean? So when we start to elevate consciously to another levels and realms, we start to realize that this is not a one, this is all across the universe, family. This fighting now start, man. We just being dragged into it. We could become aware of it. What's more important is what we do now that will affect what's to come, because what's to come has already happened, just not in our time, but before time, which is ahead of time, which is also now time. Past, present, future happening at once. That might miss some people, but that's all right. That's all right. That's all right. If you think the Rastaman sleeping, you're wrong. Oh man, I gotta stop this, man. I be here having fun. Anyhow, that's what we're gonna do, family. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna start focusing again, like I said, on what we need to do. What we need to do. Yeah. That's what we're gonna do. Focus on what we need to do. Right? Right. Having said that, what time is it? We don't hear about an hour. Yeah. Stick a move, man. Stick a move. Family ain't gonna make a spin. I ain't sticking up tonight. I gotta go cook. No, I ain't starting the cooking class tonight, but I gotta go cook. Wait. It's never what they say, but what they don't say. Facts. Facts. I gotta give a salute to my brother in the building, though. John Dunn says so. Yo, man. It's always good to see you, brother. It's always good to see you, man. You know the struggles, man. Who feels it knows, man. Who feels good to see you, bro. I'm telling you, man. The architect is back, right? That's what's up, man. Anyhow, family. Yeah, I gonna do some cooking tonight. I got a plan. I gonna chop up some ground food. Yeah, somebody give me some sweet potatoes and some yam and some pumpkin, a little piece of squash there. And I got some peppers. I got some flavored peppers. I got some herbs with the garden and stuff too. And so what you gonna do is this, man. I can tell what you gonna do. You know, gotta keep your body right. Gotta eat right, family. Stop, that's fast food madness. So I can just go ahead and peel the potatoes and peel the yam, peel everything a little small. I would like to pre-cook it, but I ain't gonna do it that way. I gonna dice it up small enough where I can small pieces, put them in the pan, in the oven, a glass dish, put up the herbs and stuff. I can boil that on the side, do a saute on the side with the herbs, the onions and peppers, sort of a little tomato, little dry tomatoes and stuff like that. Stir that around, mix it with some sweet and sour chili sauce and some garlic, some ginger sauce. And I go and bake this in the oven, smear the sauce over it, and yeah, let it kind of bake for a little bit and bubble up together. And yeah, put some lettuce and some purple cabbage on the side of that there, man. And oh, some plantain also in the oven. Put some plantain there too. Got plantain in the fridge. Bring some plantain in that dish for sure. Can't do all the plantain at all. Anyhow, family, that's what I'm going to do. I have a very special guest I got to go and take care of. So I got to stick and move tonight. It's only right. Yeah, that's cool. Is that okay with y'all though? Yo, real thing, man, real thing. Daffodil says she want a little food. Steve said stop buying lettuce. Listen, Steve, wait. Stop buying lettuce. Wait, hold on, man. Let you know what's going on. Let me see if I can find it real quick. Steve. Give me a minute, Steve. Let me see if I can find this real quick. Real quick, Steve. Let me bless you real quick, Steve. I'll show you what's going on, man. Because I know Daffodil know what's going on, though. I know for a fact Daffodil know what's going on, man. Let me see if I can find this real quick, Steve. That's real quick. This for you, Steve, man. Is this it here? I think so. Right, I ain't see it. And I ain't getting through them more, man. I didn't see it there. Right, you're lucky, Steve. You're lucky, man. Nah, lettuce boss, man. You can tell me bake it, man. Wait, how you know the coconut milk getting inside there too? How you know? Wait, how you know the coconut milk getting in there? That's a must. Bishai, I see you, elder, all day, every day, man. I ain't got them. Actually, I got turmeric in the plant pot outside. It ready. I ain't pull it up yet. Man, I should go there and pull a little piece tonight, right? I ain't pull up none tonight. But I was supposed to, the leaves all brown and drying down, so I know the turmeric ready now. So, but I ain't on the coriander. I ain't on the coriander. Millipedes, not millipedes. Yeah, the caterpillars. Make me look terrible with them there, man. Do me dirty with that, man. Yes, I got the seed, Steve. I planted and I got the seed. Man, hold on, man. Let me hook you up real quick. I can do this one time. I can do this. Just this one time I can do this, man. I know that certain folks know, though. I know that Daffodil know for sure. What time it is when it comes to lettuce, man? Lettuce boss, man. Lettuce boss. I actually got a plan, though. I want to start focusing more on certain crops. I don't want to reveal too many things about the crop I planting just yet, but I have a plan. I'm working on a plan. Let me just do this for Steve, man. I can do this just for Steve. Let me just show you my lettuce look like, Steve. This is one time, right? The one time. Look, let me go and share this real quick with Steve. Bishai, I see you, family. Let me do this for the brother Steve, man. All right. All right, Steve, go check this out, man. Wait. Let me post this now, man. Let me just like this, share this, so you can see this directly. There you go. Can't say and send it. All right, share this real quick. just to make Steve know we in Caribbean putting in work, man. Putting in work, Steve. So for those who may not know, reload that, stop share, open tab, share this. Now there's a secret to this right here, and I don't know if I could disclose the planted secrets, but let me just open it real quick. Now I don't know if you could do this in England, Steve, but I hope you can. I hope you can. I don't know if you got any green thumb and nothing like that, but let me just open the window real quick and show you this right here. This is what we're dealing with here, my brother. This is what the Caribbean doing, Steve. I know with England, Steve, you might go open your garden and plant a little sign outside in the blue can. You know, your little blue can, your little half can. I don't know if you can plant food in England that way, though. But when I leave one or two, let it grow tall to bear the seeds, and I keep the seeds, and I, repurpose the seeds, because this way about. But the red lettuce right now is my favorite. I can't tell a lie. It eats so crispy, it's not even funny. Is eat like it was eat, is eat how it meant to eat, man. Is eat how it meant to eat, man. So I mean, you ever see lettuce look so sweet though? Like, I mean, so yeah, Steve. Let us boss, man. Let us boss. So let us enjoy the meal. No chemicals, by the way. No chemicals. Bishai, strictly organic. Strictly organic, man. Bare love, we give it. Love, 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 love. Family, start taking care of yourself. Start watching your health. What you feed your children. I know the holiday coming up. They say the time for, well, supposed to be the birth of Christ, that kind of stuff. But we know that people just so, but look, the amount of liquor, amount of ham that's selling. I don't know what I got to do with a birth, but perhaps it's a birthday party. Really host of the birthday party don't actually come, so everybody celebrate the birthday, although the birthday fella in there. But it is. Yes, red lettuce. That's the name. That's the red fire. Now we're gonna do a somebody said they want to do a program on that day. I may sit in it. I don't know. We'll see. But right now, family, it's about just sharing knowledge with each other and ways to help each other. Some things you gotta destroy, but don't forget, when you destroy something, build back something. Just don't destroy it, because for a lot of people, Christmas is the only time their family come together. Christmas is the only time that the family feel hopeful, upful. Maybe children might feel upful, although some might be a little depressed when they tell themselves they ain't getting nothing. So it's a kind of a catch-22 where if you're going to re-educate the people, you just can't strip it from them and not give them back something to hold on to. So the key is to find a way and strike a balance, you know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, it's still trying to protect the people, even if it's from the self and they don't know that, you know what I mean? So that's how I look at it, man. That's just how I look at it, you know what I mean? Protect the people, man, by just sharing the knowledge the right way and not using it as an instrument of oppression or like a tool or weapon to make them feel sad about themselves or nothing. So, you know what I mean? Anyhow, fine. Good, man.
Confident in Jaja, where you're not gonna make me suffer. Enemy side them up it.
That's right, family.
And butter and flatter.
Protect the people, family.
Protect the people, Jah.
Yes.
Don't let them get caught in the crossfire.
Protect the people, Father.
Protect the nation, Jaja.
Stop buying Maggie cubes.
Stop
using the Maggie cube, man.
People, Jah.
Fresh herbs, man.
Let's start this wildfire.
Fresh herbs.
Protect the nation, Jaja. Protect the nation, Jaja. Downtown, I know we are grown, you know. Holy attention, trouble surround.
Trouble.
I go prophesy, head I go roll. I wonder if prophecy I go unfold. Uptown, can't go downtown, you know. All country people worried, you know. With means of survival, worried. Worried in a middle section, well I'm sorry. Father help me. Some nana have mercy.
None the heart, none the mercy, man.
Preserve Jamaica beauty.
Preserve the Caribbean family.
While you protect the people,
Preserve the Caribbean.
get caught in the crossfire. Protect the nation, Jaja. Protect the people, Jaja. Hey, look at the youth, them.
Protect the people family.
Can be of a system to trap them.
Look out for each other
And
family.
the drugs are your children. And you alone are bad already to judge them. But I go suffer for bad. The place I go mad. Don't make it get bad like over Baghdad. When politics fail and religion fail. And the most high alone we hail.
When politics fail and religion fail, it's the most high we hail.
Protect the people.
Rastafari.
Cause we know I'm in a land to
When politics fail and religion fail,
protect your people, Jah.
Rastafari dip on the job all day, every day.
Protect your people, Jah, Jah, Jah.
Heard it from politically incorrect. The politicians ain't gonna tell you the things we telling you.
And a crowd, and a be a
Shout
crowd.
out to Bonga Lights and Lamamba.
Keep attention, troubles around. Marcus prophesied in
Blessed Herb Strong again to Lamamba.
no prophecy that
17th.
alone. Can go down,
The one is 8.
you know. All country people
Infinite consciousness.
know the means of survival.
Rastafari
In
forever.
a minute, section, while I'm sorry.
Maximum respect, brethren.
Every some none have mercy.
Rastafari.
Most I every preserve Jamaica beauty.
Everybody celebrating and celebrating this month.
Protect your people, Jah.
Feel free.
Get caught in the crossfire. Protect your nation, Jaja. A Babylon start this wildfire. Protect your people, Jah.
Protect the people all day, every day, family. Don't get tight with it. Don't get tight with it. Don't get tight with it. Pull that one back for the top. Can't let that one go down. Slow. This one right here, family.
Fire win and the fire warrior.
I win the love.
Blaze.
The fight right here, right now, got me tonight, family. After I see
Religious war, I don't fear no spell. Why so many people that race just to go hell?
Love
The righteous
you,
must
love
be free,
you,
them don't
family.
feel well in a no cell. Wicked ones turn like
you,
fools in a brothel. More take for food and make for chop. Why some a ball like that make for lap? Them someone set the trap. Them a plot to make me drop. Them well one neck for pop. I'm ready to stop to get the cash. Dread boy, you wear girl clothes and say them a sexy rat.
Love is a black crown, I will
Rastafari alone be here.
Men of wrongs, that's definitely Satan. No make them stop you, cause no for them
White
are
sheep,
pagan.
that's well, my
Me know
brother.
the
That's
realest,
well, man.
and me know the carbon. Call them
Shout out to Maxine Hurley, by the way.
Some of a style like the one that
Big shout out to
remark.
Maxine
Me
Hurley.
never come around to shine no wagon. Neither the eagle or the bear or the dragon. I never feel like giving up.
No time, no time.
Slowing down, I'm moving
This
forward.
shy I got linked to you in the
There's a
UK, my brother.
voice in my head, say you got
I believe you already know who I'm referring to.
Alright then, so prove the love is right,
Prove the love is right.
prove the hate is wrong.
Prove the haters wrong, man.
Be strong,
We in this together, family.
strong.
Be strong. Just prove it, man.
Weakness.
Alright
Listen
then,
to you now.
but you ever give it up, make sure you live it up, cause life is worth the living.
Life is worth the living.
Me look here if you're religious, just don't be ridiculous. Give thanks for the thanks of giving. So open your eyes,
Yes.
No youth.
you've got to face it.
Yes.
There's always a way. If
Always
there's
a way, family.
Hey, I got to tell you right now.
All of the youth wild to how them well ruled.
Yes.
And all I walk the street well new.
Listen to all the women, man.
My people no make no hell move. Them better say
Raise the frequency, raise the vibration, family.
look and say them have the cannon thing. Make shots sing like how Mr. Hammond sing. For them to poison them
Hi, sis, I see you.
fucking thing. So we kill you with a needle or a common thing.
I never feel like giving up.
Nothing, no
Heart emotion, I see you.
I'm moving forward.
Moving forward, King.
Voice in my head say you gotta be strong.
Voice in my head saying, stay strong, man.
To prove the love is right,
Yes.
prove the hate is wrong.
Family first,
Be
family.
strong, be strong, be strong, be strong, be strong.
Good. Religious war, I don't fear no spell. Why so many people are raised just to go hell? The righteous must be free, them no feet dwell in a no cell. Wicked ones turn like fools in a brothel. Mouth make for food and make for chat. Why some are going like that, make for laugh? Them same ones set the trap.
Supposed to have a
Them a
Christmas
plot to
Eve
make for
session,
trap.
right?
Them well one neck for pop. I'm ready to stop, forget the cash. Dread boy, you wear girl clothes and say them a sex to rock.
I never feel like giving
Never
up.
felt like giving up.
Slowing down.
Never.
I'm moving
Not even slowing
forward.
down, man.
There's my voice
Strictly
in my
forward.
head. Say you gotta be strong.
Strictly forward, family. Forward
Alright
in one
then.
direction.
To prove the love is right.
Yes.
And prove the hate is wrong.
Prove them wrong. Prove them
Be
wrong.
strong, be strong, be strong, be strong, be strong.
Move weakness.
Jeez, hombre. That's how we dealing with this thing, family. It's a move weakness, man. But I can't go without letting this little tune here play. I can play this one side. Listen, we're doing the thing Saturday night. I think they said Christmas. Wait, hold up. What day is Christmas again? Sunday? Today the 19th. Let me see if I do the math in my head. Tuesday. All right, yeah. Wow. I mean, I look, man. I look, the days, right? I don't even be studying the days or the numbers. I just gotta make reminders, and I just live life in this moment, man, and live it to the fullest. I don't be conking really, but Saturday night we want to do a little thing. We can come together. We can come on live. We can play some music. I might even cook a little something. You never know how we can do this thing yet. I ain't even sure how you doing this thing yet, but are you gonna come on Saturday night for sure? Probably about 9 o'clock or so. Might do a little flyer. Who knows? And post it, man. Tell a friend, family. We doing science Saturday night for sure. We can just celebrate this time and have a little gathering online. Straight, man. Straight. Gathering online, family. After this,
And the people must rise, you know.
It's a special, man.
See how you've taken power from the people,
Words, family.
and they don't even know they're sleeping.
All the meditation for this one, family.
What is the greater evil? People fighting people, but thinking there's truth in illusion.
Tell a friend and tell a friend, family.
I tell you one day we'll find a way.
One day we will find a way, man.
To make the changes.
Make all the changes.
Oh yeah. And we're gonna wake from dreaming.
From dreaming.
You're the reason. And then the truth will rise again.
We'll rise again, family.
Tell you one day.
One day, family.
Never see you never care. Poor
Yes.
people, them pocket it never bear. And opportunity it never live around here. No, you never plan for it to rise, I swear.
Gotta wait for the future, man.
You're making it so unfair. Have
There for the youths.
ya in a constant
For
fear.
the Barbados.
Titian tired, give we beer like me.
St. Vincent.
Price still a rise, mama still a cry tears. What is the message that you're sending out there for the people? Thought you said you'd be there for the
Better
people.
St. Lucia.
Say you want we take
Better
off
Dominica. Better Antigua.
but now we realize
Grenada,
that just
Trinidad, Guyana.
evil behind
Haiti, Cuba.
scenes them
Jamaica.
another sequel.
Martinique, Guadeloupe.
None of them build up another
St. Kitts.
push money man
St. Caicos,
vehicles.
Bahamas.
Meanwhile we still on the pipes.
Lincoln Bean.
One day
One Caribbean family.
no way to make the change.
First world order.
Oh yeah.
Nothing new under the sun, man.
Take from dreaming to find that you're the reason, and then the truth will rise again. Well, listen this. I look at the rain, put another knot in a them twisted game. Then another dagger in a Babylon name. Nothing no struggle over Babylon field.
Teach them, man.
Up the plan, sight up the aim. Sight another soldier dirty Babylon chain. Can't take the thing where Babylon a maintain. Bust another link out of them twisted chain.
Serious, man.
People be white eyes, come wake up. You not see religion with them done make up. Heaven in your mind if it not done made up. God inside natural status. Seek out the balance of the negative force. Retire all the doubt to believe and trust. Take hold of your thoughts, tell you that I must. Zion a state, higher consciousness. Yes, well I'm with the most I bless. Always go forward, watch the progress. Can't take another one of Babylon stress. Well we go on the dump and out the mess. Tell me what you gonna say, and tell me what you gonna do now. Tell me what you gonna do when one of these days we find a way to make the changes. Ah, yeah. And we're gonna wake from dreaming to find any other reason. And then the truth will arise again. Tell you one day,
family.
One day,
man.
One day, yeah.
Bless love to each and every one, man. Guidance, Rastafari, like Timberlake. See you all on Wednesday, man. We continue. Out to escape digital prison. Stay tuned.